W8AL, this is CTCSS. You around, Roger?
CTCSS.
Roger, this is CTCSS.
Can you copy me okay?
Okay, last transmission though you were a little bit broke up. Maybe your finger slipped off the mic key or something. Anyway, you sounded good this time.
I'm on battery now. Let me hook up this power supply. Then I'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Give me a call.
CTCSS, this is W8AL. You copy?
Roger, you sounded okay.
Yeah, QRX? Hang on a second. And then control for night, WGKC.
Hello, Jason, this is CTCSS. I haven't heard anybody step up and take it.
I'm not in a position to do it here with the live stream and feedback, so somebody else wants to jump in. Dale's not going around at all, it seems like tonight.
I think I don't have the information here to do it, but somebody's got to step up here eventually. I've got this logger up, but I don't understand how to get it started. I guess net control has to do something with that.
If you click on select net at the top, it should say Canton ARC there for you. W8AL, can you copy? Okay, I was just trying to use an outboard power supply here. I have a Pyramid 5-amp power supply, so I'm back on my battery pack for this. But for some reason, the power supply, which I know is good, doesn't work with this old HPX 202. So I'll just keep the batteries on. Back to you, W8AL.
know some of the radios, like my FT60 I used to have, as soon as you plug in the power cord, it shuts itself off. So it might be that and not the power supply itself.
Let me try it one more time. This is with battery. I get a lot of noise too on the radio when I have the power supply in, like 12 o'clock. I'll just keep the battery. Thank you.
W8AL, K8AGB. JKC, K8AGB. I believe I could be the net control station since you're doing some logging and statistics, and Roger may have some business news to report. I think I can handle this.
Solves that issue. I don't think there's a typed up preamble or script or anything, so just wing it. W8AL.
I've been, I can do this. This is K8AGB. Good evening, everyone that's listening to the W8AL repeater, the voice of the Canton Amateur Radio Club. This is Net Control Station K8AGB, Kilo 8, Alpha Golf Bravo. Name is Dennis, and we're going to have a radio net tonight and talk about the Canton Amateur Radio Club. What I'm going to do is use last week's very fine business check-in list. I'll go down this list, and then we'll have a pause for anybody who late checked in or anyone who's new to the check-in. Let me get a pause here. This is K8AGB, and let's see if Jerry over in Massillon, KE8, let's see, I think DFO, KE8 DFO. Jerry, are you listening tonight? Jerry will be along later. How about Frank over in Columbiana County, WA8 WHP? Frank, are you with us today? Over. Thanks, enjoying the outdoor weather. Okay, what about the end of, let's see if Doc is around. KC8CWP. Doc, are you with us today? Probably enjoying the outside weather. All right, let's see if Tom, maybe he can pause on FT8 for a while. KA8MNT. Tom?
Right. Good afternoon or evening, Dennis, and everybody on the net. This is KA8MNT.
We acknowledge KA8MNT. Now let's see if Harold or Alice. W8NDB or W8NDC. Please call Net Control. Message from our sponsor. Let's see if Roger is got his radio working. W8VE, Net Control.
Mr. Roger, this is Roger, W8VE. I'm back on the battery. The outboard power supply did not work. So back to you, Dennis.
Okay, Net Control, that's me, K8AGB. We acknowledge W8VE. Ron, we know Ron's back in town. Let's see if he's got his radio on. KA8FTP. Are you there, Ron? Let's see if Fred. Last week, Fred was out chasing Nancy. Walking with Nancy. WD8MBO. Fred? Sounds like you're talking in the back of the microphone. You're accessing the repeater, but your voice is very, very poor. So let's make sure you're talking right into the microphone. Go ahead. Well, Fred, that's a little better, but it needs there may be some adjustments on that radio, like microphone gain. Probably is described in your user manual. Okay, let's see if Dirk is with us. K8PIN, Dirk. Check your user manual. Dirk, K8PIN, are you listening tonight? On my list is W8NP. William, do we hear your voice this evening? Over. Joe and Alliance, KE8KZJ. KE8KZJ. Joe, are you with us today?
KE8KZJ, presently accounted for.
Control, that's me, K8AGB, acknowledges it. Joe and Alliance. Now let's see if your neighbor's with us, Andy, AC8JR. He's not here. How about Perry from Perry Township? N8VXQ. This is K8AGB. K8AGB continuing, and we had some other check-ins earlier. We had N2EZF. Let's see, N2EZF. Matthew, are you listening tonight? Over. up in Akron, AC8RH. Gene? How about K8ISS, John?
AGB is the CTCSS. Good evening.
You're loud and clear. All right. Let's see. Tom is here and Joe in the lines. Okay. That's who has participated in the last 2 weeks. Now let's see if maybe KE8. Let's see. KE8. Let's see if Carly. KE8HSR. Are you got your radio on tonight, Carly? She's taken her Cleveland State University courses online, so she may be busy. All right. This is K88GB with the W8AL Canton Amateur Radio Club Weekly Net. Is there any other stations that would like to check in? Please call K8AGB. Two stations there. We had a lady in there. Will the lady go ahead? And the masculine voice, go ahead.
Hello, India 4, Romeo Hotel Uniform, Doug in Hartville.
KN4 RHU. Do I have that correct, Doug? Over.
Kilo India 4, Romeo Hotel Uniform, KI4 RHU.
KI4 RHU. Okay, very good. And, okay, is there anyone else that would like to call net control? This is K8AGB.
Kilo 8, Papa India November, Dirk in North Canton, no traffic, back to net.
Okay, you're, okay, you didn't have your radio on the first time I called you, but we're gonna acknowledge KPIN. This is K8AGB.
Delta 8 Alpha Yankee Echo, Dave.
Hey Dave, let's see here. You're, I'm only half fast here, talking and writing at the same time. You got the Whiskey Delta 8, and what's the rest of your call, please?
Alpha Yankee Echo.
Dave, WD@AYE. Okay, Dave, thank you. Any other stations available to check in with the W8AL Canton Amateur Radio Club? Please call net control.
KE8IDH, Evan here in Massa, and I'll be in and out this evening.
KE8IDH. IDH. Okay, Evan. Well, we'll look for you next week. We call on Roger, our secretary and treasurer, for any club-related information. We'll stand by one more time right now for any other late check-ins to the W8AL Canton Amateur Radio Club net. Please call net control.
Whiskey Delta 8 Alpha Yankee Charlie. Rick in Paris in Stark County.
Wow, you sound good on the radio, Rick. WD8AYC. Put that right after WD8AYE. No, AYC comes before AYE. All right, Rick. Very good. Okay, Roger. You know your radio is working with batteries, so do you have any business news for the listening audience? W8VE, K8AGB.
Well, it's some radio news. It wasn't really the club, but if you remember last week, Dale, the president of the club, mentioned that he was going to be on the NVIS event that was from 10 o'clock p.m. to a.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. That's where I think it was in the ARES, I hope I have the right number, emergency vet, just to see during an emergency if use an NVIS, which is near vertical low antennas. How's that? NVIS. And so I did manage to get on that. The band very noisy. I did work about 10 contacts of the NVIS throughout the state. One interesting thing, I worked the W8PIN. That's Whiskey 8PIN, not K8PIN. So it was interesting. I worked 2 PINs in the last week. But other than that, no new business here. Back to you. This is W8VE.
Roger. Okay, those of you who were not familiar with the exercise that Roger was supporting or taking a part in, a near incident vertical radiation, something like that. Anybody have any questions for Roger as to what he was using for a radio and an antenna? Call W8VE at this time. Over. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, hey Tom. KA and MNT. Tom, come to my rescue. Tom and I and Roger, we belong to Quarter Century Wireless Association, QCWA. And Chapter 21 is actually in the world news with ham radio. And Tom, can you finish the story for me? Over.
AGB, this is KA8MNT. I believe the story you're talking about is the balloon that we launched on August 26th of last year, and it's still going strong. It's gone around the Earth approximately 15 times, and right now it's over Italy. If you'd like to track it or information on it, you can go to aprs.fi and search for W8MV-11, and that will get you to see where the balloon's at and that type of thing. So it looks like we're setting a record with our balloon that the Quarter Century Wireless Association put up, Chapter 21. So we're doing pretty good there. Let me take a break. On another note, earlier today, after the Zoom meeting with the QCWA Chapter 21, my better half and I decided to go get some lunch and take it down to Monument Park, where we were sitting there at the dried up lagoon that they have been working on and refurbishing. and we noticed a couple of boys in the one corner of it, but paid them no mind. A couple of minutes later, the two Canton police cruisers pulled in and started talking to the boys, and then everything kind of cut loose. There was a hook and ladder fire truck there, an ambulance, the fire chief, two more police cruisers, and another fire truck of some sort pulled in, and they were all gathered around. It seems that the one boy was walking on top of the muck that was there. Take a quick break. And he had his left leg kind of crimped up underneath him, and his right leg was extended into the mud all the way down to his hip. And it took them about a little bit of digging and 10 minutes to pull him out. And he was all right. They took him to the hospital to have him checked over. But it was kind of funny. There was about 70 of us standing around watching, and the poor kid, I think, was totally embarrassed. But you know what, that happens. But that kind of happened today. With that, I'll turn everything back over to KA8AGB and the net. This is KA8MNT.
Tom, thank you very much for both updates. The social gathering in good old Canton, Ohio, and also the hot air balloon. Folks, what Tom is talking about, this little radio, actually, when it identifies W8MV-11, and then it says QCWA Chapter 21, Canton, Ohio. Okay, let's see if anybody else has found the Canton Amateur Radio Club weekly net here on the W8AL repeater. Any other stations wishing to check in, please call Net Control.
Bravo Romeo Papa. Amy Simon is on Facebook watching.
My goodness, Amy's maybe wondering about the field day, and of course, as the world situation changes, the officers will be in touch with Amy about field day. Justin, any other good information? Over.
Tonight, you know the same things I do as far as getting back in the EOC or field day or any other events this year. Have not heard anything about the parade or the fair or anything like that. I think it's too far out just yet. Back to you, Dennis, W8JKC.
Okay, Justin. Now, give me a little lesson here. You say Amy is listening to us on Facebook?
We're actually screencasting the logging program, and then the audio from the repeater is overdubbed on top of it. And she put a comment on there that she was listening and watching.
Wonderful. Okay, that's good, and that's absolutely wonderful. All right. Well, let's stand by one more time. We've given everybody another chance. Any new stations that just found a W8AL repeater? Call Net Control at this time. Over.
Alpha Bravo 8, Radio Zulu, AB8RZ, Tom, over here in Salem. Good evening.
Tom, wait a minute. You're too fast. AB8. Give me your call again, please.
Yeah, the call is Alpha Bravo 8, Radio Zulu, AB8RZ. The handle is Tom, and I'm over here in Salem, over here in Columbiana County.
You may be our you may be our DX contact for the for the evening. Very good, Tom. What are you using for equipment there in Columbiana County?
Got one of these little Chinese rigs. It's called a Liexen. It's just a little 10-watt radio, which is the output you're currently hearing. And I got a little Ringo 2-meter up. I'm at 1,300 plus feet above sea level. I can walk out into my backyard and I can see Mount Union College pretty easily. I have a pretty clear window off to the west pretty easily. And I used to work in the Canton area, so I'm very familiar with this repeater. I used to work at Park Farms in Canton for about 15 years back in 2012. So very familiar with the Canton area there. Back to you.
KB8RZ, K8AGB. Very fine, Tom. Oh, wait a minute. My memory is going to help me. Dave Phelps. Dave, if you're still listening, can you give us any news on the DMR activity in Stark County? W8AL, K8AGB.
First, Dennis, how's my signal into the repeater?
You're holding the repeater, some white noise underneath, but it's good copy. Over.
Okay, not a whole lot to say. I know they're doing some rerouting on the network for State of Ohio 3139 talk group. So we'll see how that goes tonight at 8:30. And of course, later on, I think on Monday night, I think Justin, we have programmed in the Worcester DMR net also now on both repeaters. So that's a different talk group there. So if you have the ability to adjust your code plug, I think it's 311070, if I'm not mistaken, right, Justin? W8AL.
Okay, Dave. Very good. Thank you for the update. Justin is also doing some logging for this net. And the reminder last evening was the Stark County Aries net, and Monday night was the Stark County DMR net. Okay, I'm watching my clock here, and I'll stand by. Any other stations that have just turned your radio on and looking for the Canton Amateur Radio Club on the air? Please call K8AGB, and we'll stand by. Over.
This is N8PW. Bill, Canton, no traffic.
Okay, William, thank you very much. We got you logged in. You were busy when we went down the list because you were a past participant in this program. And okay, anyone else would like to check in? Please call Net Control.
Control, this is NHLTR, November 8 Lima Tango Radio. The handle is Bill and no traffic.
Let's see if I got that right. November 8, Lima Tango Radio, is that correct?
Roger, November 8 Long-Tailed Rat.
What is your location? Over.
GH here, I am in Southern Green, just about a quarter mile north of the Stark County line, and just lying straight up 2 miles away from the east-west runway at the Canton Airport.
Let's see, you're just inside Summit County. Is that correct?
That's correct. I'm just inside the Summit County line.
Okay, well, I think Tom over there in Columbiana County is probably our DX station for the evening. Okay, Bill, N8LTR. All right, anyone else turning your radio on to this frequency that would like to check in? Please call Net Control. Okay, folks. Oh, let's see if Harold Malice, W8NDB, W8NDC. They got 2 new radios. Wonder if do you have either one of them turned on tonight? This is K8AGB. Okay, well, folks, I want to thank everyone for taking the time and checking in with us, helping to test the repeater, and keeping in touch, and keeping the Canton Amateur Radio Club active on the air, as well as the W8AL repeater. So, let's see here, according to my 60 hertz clock here, it's about 7:58 and 14 seconds. So we've had a nice net here. Want to invite everybody to mark your calendar for next month, same time, same channel. This is K8AGB.